Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Omni viewer, and another bit of Godzilla news has dropped, this time regarding the IDW comics. It seems that they have just announced that in 2025 they're going to be doing a big new Godzilla project. First, on May 3rd, which is Free Comic Book Day, they're going to release a comic entitled Godzilla the New Heroes, the cover for which you can see here. And this is going to be the launching point for a really expansive Godzilla project that will officially go live in July of 2025. We don't really have that many details at this point, but we do know a few things. For example, there are going to be new monsters alongside the classic Toho monsters. It looks like it's going to be multiple different series, all comprising a shared universe, which, there have been plenty of those throughout the years in comics, but Godzilla hasn't had one just yet. They've also revealed a couple details, like Mechagodzilla is going to be starbound somehow. Whether that means he's coming from space or heading to space isn't exactly clear based on the press statement. And there are going to be kaiju human hybrids, which, unless I misremember, was a concept explored in one of the novels by friend of the channel, author Matthew Denian. But that's getting a bit off topic. Now, from what I can tell, that is their plan going forward. I don't know if the New Heroes is going to be one of the ongoing titles or not, but it could be. We just know that's going to be the starting point, if you will. And this is interesting because it's been a while since IDW has done an ongoing series with Godzilla, let alone plan to do multiple ones. You may recall they started with Godzilla Kingdom of Monsters, and that sucked. It really was a really awful Godzilla comic. I mean, the artwork was all over the place. The plot was directionless for the first little bit. The political soapboxing was absolutely juvenile. I'm not the least bit surprised it got canceled. But the continuity itself continued in a series simply entitled Godzilla, which improved on some of the problems with Kingdom, but had new problems all its own. The greatest of which was that long before the Polygon trilogy would give us Haruo and his awfulness, this series also had a central character with a blind hatred for Godzilla who seemed to go through a character arc only to reject it all at the end and do the most pointless kamikaze dive at Godzilla ever. Yeah, the striking coincidence is very unusual. However, even after that book got canceled, the continuity continued in Godzilla Rulers of Earth, which, yes, is same continuity, but added a few retcons because they wanted to be able to use all the different monsters. And it, I think, was the best attempt. It was much better. Maybe got a little over-bloated by the end, but it was a good adventure story, had a good balance of human and monster stuff. Rulers of Earth is what the ongoing series should have been. But the ongoing series was only ever one single continuity, surrounded by a bunch of other Godzilla comics that were doing their own thing, often in lengths of 5 issues or less. You had Godzilla Gangsters and Goliaths, Godzilla Legends, Godzilla Oblivion, Godzilla Rage Across Time, all of which involved the same characters, at least on the monster side, but which didn't have any continuity with the main series. It looks like whatever this is going to be, it's going to be different. You're going to have multiple series all set in the same universe. I've already seen a couple people comparing it to what DC has done with the Absolute series, or what Marvel did way back when with Ultimate Universe. But otherwise, we don't know how well it's going to work out. I will say the cover for this issue 0, I guess you would say, the New Heroes, it gives me vibes of a 90s comic for some reason. I don't know if it's the art style itself, or the colors, or how busy it all is, but somehow it just reminds me of a comic book from the 90s. And also, what the heck is going on with Godzilla's face? I know there are people who insist that Godzilla doesn't look good from the front, and looks better from the side. It's not true. Godzilla, when there's a good design, he looks good from every angle. This, though, this is like somebody tried to combine Shin Godzilla with Oscar the Grouch and didn't add any dimensionality to it. It's weird. But, you know, it is just a cover. We don't know what the actual contents of the book are going to be like just yet. And we don't know how any of it is going to turn out. But I guess we'll find out on Free Comic Book Day in 2025. So see you all then. Well, obviously I'm going to be active in between anyway, but I mean, I'm just rambling now, whatever. Until such time as we meet again, this is the Omni Viewer signing off.